wants to see them too.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you can see from the title of this video, this is going to be just a day in the life vlog, a few days vlog. I haven't decided yet. Yes, Jude is here. We're about to head out, but I want to show you and Corey, who's also here, a very exciting package. You ready? Oh my.
Wow, we just advanced to old lady level.
They're perfect. They're the New Balance 2002 R and Dusty Fig, and the color, perfect.
Forgot there was a little part in there still.
Oh. Getting to you. Just the box.
Come on, dude. Let's go. Jude. It's time to eat. Let's go.
We are back home. Miss Girlie's about to have her lunch.
Take
Yeah, probably.
the
Actually,
girl up.
no, it's actually fine.
It's okay.
Okay. Miss Girl has her lunch here. Yes. We're back home. She has 3 figs, some cheese, and leftover baby, actually these are baby kale waffles. Here you go. Usually I make them with spinach, but I switched it up and made it with kale, and she had, I always offer her 2 now instead of 1 because 1 is just not enough, and then sometimes she won't eat all the 2. So this is the leftover from the second one from this morning. I just added some peanut butter and hemp seeds for her lunch to switch it up a little bit. You love it? I wasn't sure what she would think because kale is definitely a stronger, like when you put spinach in things, you can't taste it. Kale, I feel like you kind of can a little bit if there's not enough like hiding it. But yeah, veggie lover girl. While she eats, I'm gonna do some dishes, but first I'll quickly show you what, excuse me, Bobby. Bobby, I'm opening this, thank you. Something to put this on. I'll quickly show you what I got from Whole Foods. It was just a very random grocery shop. The real reason we went out is I wanted to get from Crumble their lemon cookie. Ooh, I'm gonna actually probably have that when Jude goes down for a nap with some tea and treat. If you know, you know. As far as what I got from Whole Foods, just a very random shop. I went, I think Corey, did he already take them? Yeah, Corey already took them, but he requested brown butter. You need more? Corey requested brown butter cookies from Whole Foods. He already grabbed them, took them up to the study. Are you coming back down with the cookies?
What?
Did you take the cookies up with you already?
Yeah.
Oh, you have one. Show what it looks like.
I'm about to try to put it in the air fryer.
Yeah. You already took a bite. It looks good. I got this pasta, so cute. Didn't need it, but it's just like so cute. I actually saw this at Trader Joe's on Saturday, but it wasn't like multicolored like this one. The screen's too bright. Let me lower it a little bit so you can actually see. Yeah, it wasn't multicolored like this one. We eat pasta at least once a week, so we'll definitely use this, but so pretty. Then I got from Simple Mills, their pumpkin pancake mix. I'll probably make this weekend. Amazing ingredients. It's gluten-free. I'm not gluten-free at all, clearly. It's for crumble cookie. I'm gonna show this quickly because I don't want Jude to see because she's gonna want it. Got this for Jude Girly. Another thing that Jude's gonna want. She loves mush, and I saw a pumpkin pie one, so that'll be a little treat for her. Got some ground beef for tacos tomorrow. We did our groceries on Saturday, and if you follow me on Instagram, usually when we're having, I share our dinners most of the nights on Instagram, and you might notice that most of the time, like, the conventional meat dishes come earlier in the week, and then later in the week they're more vegetarian or vegan dishes, because I don't like buying meat like on Sunday and then not making it until Thursday. I think that's kind of like not nice unless it's frozen meat. But so since we did groceries on Saturday, I knew that I would have to run over to Whole Foods because I wanted to make tacos on Tuesday, and that was just like a little bit too long. So yeah, I got some Hue dark chocolate. I just like to, oh actually this is their milk chocolate, which they just came out with. It's very good and the ingredients are still great, but it's not vegan since it's milk chocolate. And finally some eggs, because I've been in the egg kick. I feel like I'm either obsessed with eggs or they gross me out. I don't know. Oh, the last thing I did get is this mango and chili probiotic drink. It's kind of like giving Poppy or Olipop vibes, but a different brand. And mango chili sounded appetizing. Will this go well with dinner? Maybe not. I'll try this tomorrow and I'll let you all know then. I've been editing for the last hour or so. I'm actually about to shower and then go on a walk with Miss Jude Girl. Actually, I'm gonna give her breakfast first. But I'm looking at Halloween costumes because even though Halloween is over a month away, I feel like this is so cutie. Look at this. The costumes are gonna start going. And I'm torn between doing a dinosaur costume for Miss Girl because she loved the dinosaurs when she's little. She's definitely not loving them as much as she's getting older, which is like a little bit sad because she's just growing up so quickly, I feel like. I'm torn between doing a dinosaur costume for her or a pumpkin costume because I just feel like little babies, like toddlers in pumpkin costumes, are so cute, but that could be cuter for like a 2-year-old costume. Also, Corey and I, the lighting is giving spooky, and I have a little orange pajama set on. This is very festive for October. Corey and I decided that if Jude, this is not focused. If Jude is not walking well enough that we can like hold her hand and walk around with her, that we won't go trick-or-treating with her. And so if we don't go trick-or-treating with her, I still want her to have a costume, but I definitely won't dress up, and I don't think Corey will either. But if we do go trick-or-treating with her, I do want to dress up kind of, and then Corey probably want to dress up. I don't know. I think that'll be fun. And so if we did that, I'd probably want to do our first little family costume, but I won't know how well she's walking probably until like a week or two before Halloween, and that might be too late. So I'm a little bit torn. We'll see. I think a family costume would be fun, but I'm also fine just not dressing up, and we'll see what ends up happening. You cannot see me really, but I'm about to get Miss Girly up from her nap, but I needed to make tortillas because we're having taco night, and I just thought I would record because they're super easy to make. The recipe I use makes 16, so I usually just cut it in half. But the first thing is you get some flour. Can you even see me? Not really. Let me get a candle and put you up on that. I got my milk frother and put you up. I do have a tripod, but I'm being lazy. So yeah, the first thing is 1.5 cups of flour. This is a half cup, so it's gonna do about 3. And here's the thing, I know this is probably not the traditional way to make them. I also, as you can see, I'm not like super exact because they still turn out super good, at least the times I've made them. And it's so simple, so quick. Next thing is 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, and they're just so much better than store-bought. Obviously it takes a little bit more time, but try it at least once. I'm gonna take off my rings, I'm gonna mix with my hands. Try it at least once and you'll see. I need salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but I'm just going to estimate that. My hands are washed, so don't worry. Also just me, Corey, and Miss Girly eating this. So yeah, now at this point, you just wanna stir the flour and the baking powder around, and then you wanna make it like a little well. Can you see? Kind of, yeah. Make a little well in the middle. Recipe, like I said, makes 16, and for 16, you use 1/3 cup of olive oil. 1/3 cup doesn't split in half very well, so I always just use 1/3 cup like measure, and I just put about half in there. It doesn't need to be exact. Every time it's not exact, they still turn out fine, but that's what I'm saying. This is probably not the traditional way. And then the last thing you need is 1/2 cup of warm water. And then you just mix everything together. Once everything is mixed together, you have like a ball like that. You want to get You can use any surface. I always use this huge cutting board slash serving board that we have because I like to have the room. You want to sprinkle some flour on as if like you're about to knead a dough, because that's basically what you're going to do. Spread it out. I wash my hands again because they're all sticky and stuff from mixing it with my hands. You want to dump out your dough, and you're just going to knead it a tiny bit just until it's not like sticking to you. And then you're going to separate into however many tortillas you're making. I am making 8, so split it in half again, and then split each half in half. So in 8 pieces, I feel like, I don't know, fractions. This would actually be, when Stu's a little older, a nice little math lesson, but also practical because you're making food. What am I doing? Now I'm like talking and just separating them into like 500 little balls. I have debated on if I'm going to homeschool Miss Girly. As she gets older, I'll go off of her personality. If she is someone that like is super extroverted and clear that she loves to be around people, probably wouldn't homeschool her because I would want to let her be around people as much as possible. If I can see that she's, I don't know, if she's a little bit more introverted, if she's someone that learns better with one-on-one time, more concentration, which is kind of what I have already gauged from her personality, that she seems like when she's focused on something, she's super focused on it. Like sometimes she'll be working on something. Love Every has a bunch of toys where like you put either a ball in a hole or like a peg in a hole, and when she's doing that, she gets like super focused in it. Especially when the peg one is new to her, so she focuses on it a lot. And like if my mom's on FaceTime and she's doing that, she will not pay attention to my mom at all. Like she'll just focus on what she's doing, and she does that with everything. Like if she's focused on something, she's focused on it. And so I could see being in like an environment with 10, 15 other kids like that just being disrupting to her. And then also, yeah, I just think homeschool is really great, especially for younger kids, because school is just, I think, a little bit, for a lot of kids, a little bit too structured. Like kids like to play, kids like to explore, and that's how they learn. But you can't even see what I was doing. Oh dear. Basically, you want to put the tortillas in 8 little balls. And then once they're in the balls, you roll it around in flour. These are pretty floured already. Just smash them all. Again, if you have a toddler or like any kid's a little bit older than Jude, I think she's a tiny bit too young. She could definitely do the smashing part. But I would say even in a few months, I'll definitely have her start helping me. So once you have all your little things, your tortillas flattened, you just cover it, and then you want it to rest for about an hour. I've gone up to 3 hours and they're fine. I don't know if you want to let them rest any longer than that, but yeah, just cover them, and then we'll make them. I'll show you have I shown this already? I feel like I have in another video, but yeah, we'll have taco night later, so I'll show you the tacos. This is what the tacos look like with the homemade tortillas. So yummy, I'm so excited. Told you I'll tell you what I think of this mango chili drink. I'm gonna try it. It's pretty good. It mostly just tastes like mango. I don't taste any chili, honestly.
Spicy.
It's not spicy. I get the chili in the aftertaste.
Picante.
The chili comes afterwards, like leaves a little bit on your tongue, but it's good. I tried out a new little hairstyle from Miss Girly. It is so cutie. She's trying to get my phone. All right, I'm gonna let her play. And I actually, for myself, I'm wearing eyeliner for the first time in so long. Eyeliner was the first makeup I ever started wearing in like 7th grade, and I've always been an eyeliner girly, but I just stopped wearing it probably like a year or 2 or so ago consistently, and I just like dropped it. But today I put some on the top layer of my eyelid, and at first I was like, it looks very harsh, but I actually like it. I think it makes my eyes just like come out more. I'm not doing the bottom layer like I used to do, like the full raccoon eyes, but I think it's nice. It is much later. You might notice I have a bandage on my ear. I actually went at, my appointment was at 3:30, but I ended up not going in until 4. It was at 3:40. I ended up not going in until 4, but I got a keloid removed. I had a pretty big keloid on this ear. I'm sure you've noticed it in videos. I had previously, from like maybe February to April, tried to do injections to shrink it, and it basically just wasn't getting any smaller. I actually have one on this ear too, but it's much smaller. And so at this point I stopped the injections, obviously since I stopped in April, so it's been almost 6 months, and I just decided it was time to remove it because I felt like it was getting bigger and I just didn't want it there anymore. So I recorded a few clips in there, nothing super interesting because I wasn't going to ask them to record while they're actually doing it, plus there's a bunch of blood. I feel like, one, I don't even think YouTube would allow that, and then also if you have issues with blood, it's a little bit extreme. But yeah, in case you ever are getting a keloid removed, I guess I just want to talk about a few things. One, if you have a keloid and you don't get it removed, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I know sometimes like I would feel self-conscious about it, but actually I didn't feel as self-conscious about it as I would think I would feel. I feel like since becoming a mom, my confidence has gotten that much better. Yes?
Did you maybe move where these things were at, or are we out?
The little pod things?
Yeah.
We might be out. They're in the closet, like the kitchen closet at the bottom. One, if you have a keloid and you can't get it removed or you don't want it to get removed, don't feel self-conscious about it. Or if you do feel self-conscious about it, I understand. But yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world. What you look like is not the most interesting thing about you. Two, if you want to get removed and you're worried about the pain, at least where I went, they injected me with like a local anesthetic. That's vacuuming. They injected me with a local anesthetic, so that, like, you can definitely feel when they're putting in the anesthesia. It wasn't terrible, but yeah. Here's the thing about me, my emotional pain tolerance in the gutter, but physical pain I can take. So yeah, it doesn't hurt that much, but definitely noticeable when they're putting in the anesthesia. And then while they're doing it, it's not too bad. I had a pretty big keloid, I would say like this big, and taking it out took about 30 minutes from beginning to start, not including the anesthesia. I would say the anesthesia added another like 5-10 minutes because he put it in and then like let me sit there for like 5 minutes so it would activate. Towards the end, I could definitely feel a little bit more. Nothing crazy. Again, I have a kind of higher pain tolerance, physical pain tolerance, but nothing crazy. Now it's just bandaged up. It's gonna be with this intense bandage for 24 hours. Then I can take it off and then just put like a regular Band-Aid on. I go back in a week to get the stitches out and then just kind of healing process from there. There are a few things I have to do or could do too, because anytime you get a keloid removed, it is possible for them to grow back. I think in about like 40% of cases they grow back if you don't do anything. If you do the things that I do plan on doing, getting like preventative injections, it's like a 10% chance of them growing back. So that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here because I've been filming for a few days and I'm not even sure how much footage I have. And oh, she's making.
It's bedtime.
I'm not even gonna show her.
It's bedtime, Mama.
Yes.
It's bedtime.
That's also why I have to end the video because it's time to give Miss Girly a bath. So I hope this video is entertaining. I hope you. Oh my goodness, Shiloh, why did you bite me? That scared me actually. I hope you liked my little talk about the keloid removal. Happy October, because when I upload this, it's going to be October, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Bye.